What's up with it, fam? It's your boy ASAP the Thriller here, back at it again with another video. So today, fam, I wanted to have a conversation with y'all about that old saying that we used to hear all the time, right? The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, right? But today, specifically, I wanted to hone in on one of the main reasons why that is very true and why I don't see it changing no time soon, fam, right? And to be honest, listen, fam, to be honest, most of it is by choice and because people just choose to ignore the information and the opportunities that's right in front of them, right? But for this example, fam, for this video today, I'm going to be taking y'all around my own city, right? Dallas, Texas, the home of the D-Town Boogie. And for y'all who don't know what the D-Town Boogie is, let me show y'all this real short clip real quick of what we used to do back in the day.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'ma take it to the room and hit her with this hammer. Big King Kong, big female plier. She gone off that X-Men, she rolling like a tire.
Alright, fam, so that's enough of that, fam. That started bringing back too many good memories of back in my high school days, right? I graduated 2008. D-Town Boogie, dancing like that and all that started really getting hot and popping between 2006 and between 2010, somewhere around there, somewhere within that gap. So if you wasn't really knowing what was going on around that time with hip-hop and all that, then you wouldn't know nothing about that. But anyway, fam, let me get right back into a more serious topic. So everything that you just saw me pass before I went on my little rant about the D-Town Boogie and all of that, those are all duplexes that I'm sure are 100% occupied right now. All renters, making the landlord rich, right? And right over here to my right, you'll see all of this land, just bare land sitting there, right? And you'll also notice that they're rebuilding this highway. They're making the streets wider and everything like that, right? Ooh, that sounds like gentrification about to start happening, right? Don't that smell like gentrification? New roads, new paved roads. They starting to get rid of liquor stores and all that type of stuff. Look at all this. It's construction that's happening, fam. Really pay attention, right? Now, listen. Right now, I'm driving around South Dallas, but no matter what city you live in, right, you can apply this to your own city, right? Like, listen, wherever you see a hood, right, what you'll see and what you'll most likely find is a whole lot of people walking around the hood, claiming they sets, throwing up their gang signs, banging and all that, right? Claiming neighborhoods, dying over neighborhoods, fighting over colors and all this type of stuff. When 9 times out of 10, fam, they don't even own the street. They don't even own the house that they live in, fam. And I hate to say it, but a lot of times they be fighting over power when the most powerless people are the people who don't own nothing, fam. It don't matter how much money you making on the block. It don't matter how many $20 bills you got in your hand standing in front of a bando, fam. If you don't even own the bando, you don't even own the street, you don't own the land, right? Like, you don't own anything, fam. And that's one of the things that we really got to get down and we really got to start really paying attention to, right? Like, listen, there's so much opportunity in the hood, no matter what hood that you're coming from. And again, I'm just using South Dallas as an example, right? Like, listen, fam, I'm going to be talking, I'm going to be giving a little bit of a spiel, but really pay attention to everything that I'm driving past, fam. What you'll see is you'll see abandoned buildings and you'll see projects. But not only that, fam, but you'll also see opportunity, right? You'll see opportunity. So let me get straight into this opportunity, right? So listen, fam, one of the most fundamental things that you need to understand about the hood, right? The hood is still a neighborhood. The hood still have paved streets. They still have underground plumbing systems, and they got electrical grids and all that type of stuff, infrastructure, right? Listen, fam, these people, when they need to gentrify something, it's just cheaper to just allow you to destroy it, allow you to destroy yourselves, right? Allow you to bring the property values down so they can come underneath you and just scoop it all up. It's a whole lot cheaper for them to just buy something that you destroyed than it is for them to just take a big old chunk of land and to just redevelop a whole city, fam. So no matter what, no matter where you live, gentrification, if you stand in the hood, it's coming your way eventually, right? And the crazy part about it is gentrification not going to benefit anybody except the owners, right? If you're just a renter, all you can do is just be displaced. But if you're actually the owner, if you own these properties, if you own these buildings, if you own these homes, if you own this land, you actually benefit from the wealth transfer. Now, let me show y'all something, fam. We driving through the hood right now, right? But there's one street in particular named Park Row that I'm about to turn on right now. And they have been able to maintain this neighborhood since the 1920s, since the 1930s. Like, way back when. Look at these houses. Look at these properties, right? This is a great example of wealth that was actually passed down and transferred from one generation to another, right? They took care of their stuff, fam. They bought something and they owned it and they maintained it, right? Now, if you look at the rest of South Dallas, you'll see a bunch of renters. You'll see property values going down. You'll see you'll see a lot of crazy stuff going on, right? Like you'll see dudes hanging around in front of corner stores. You'll see abandoned buildings. You'll see every single thing that's going to contribute to property values going down, right? Park Row, on the other hand, the street that we just passed, right? The street that we just went down, right? That street there, those houses in that little community right there, they've been able to maintain their value. Everything around it has not. Everything around it, including the commercial buildings and everything like that, has gone down in value, right? And the reason is because this is a community of 90%, 85% plus renters, right? These people that live in these neighborhoods, these people that live in these hoods don't own anything. And when you don't own anything, fam, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to take care of your stuff there, right? And not only that, fam, people get poorer over time due to things like inflation. Now, most people don't give a damn about inflation, but fam, that's something that you absolutely have to know something about, fam. Now, I'm not going to break down inflation right now because I'm not trying to put y'all to sleep. But listen, fam, listen. Like, what we have to understand is, let's go back to the basics like I said, right? The people who own, they get richer over time. The people who rent, they get poorer over time, right? They get poorer over time because rents increase over time. Wages don't necessarily always increase over time. And a lot of times when you are in a community of renters, if you are in a community of a whole lot of people that are in the same situation as you, well, a lot of times, fam, you'll lack opportunity. You're not in a resource-rich environment. It's like is another way of putting it. You're not in a resource-rich environment, right? You're surrounded by a whole lot of people who practice strugonomics. There's a lot of struggling going on. Everybody's struggling. Everybody needing to borrow something. Everybody getting evicted. Everybody lights getting cut off. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, right? A lot of struggle. And I'm not saying that to talk down because I've been through the same thing throughout my childhood, right? I've been through a lot of the same things. But one thing that I've come to realize as an adult is all of the opportunity that I wish that I would have known about at an early enough age. As soon as I became of working age, I would have been on it. I would have been on a mission to acquire as much property as I possibly could have, right? Now I'm in my 30s. That's my goal now, to acquire as much property as I can, because property, fam, is something that's going to actually benefit with inflation, right? But again, fam, I'm not trying to bore y'all to death, but listen, this is what I want you to understand, fam, is all of this right here that you see is opportunity, right? All of those people that live in these neighborhoods who just rent perpetually, right? They just rent. Fam, a lot of times, fam, a lot of these poverty issues that they dealing with could be literally done away with, or at least minimized, right? If they just took an ownership stake in their own community, if they began to buy up some of this stuff, buy up some of this land, buy up some of these abandoned buildings, even if they did it as a group, right? And I'm not saying you got to just practice group economics with everybody, right? A lot of people have tried that before. There's a lot of scammers that take advantage of people like that, right? But fam, just within your own family, within your own small little friend group, start off by buying one property, right? Do your due diligence on it. Buy a property, own something in the neighborhood. Just in case gentrification does happen, fam, you will be one of the first people in line to benefit, right? So buy something in that neighborhood, fam. Buy it, live in it, or buy it, rent it out. You can do that again. You can do that again, fam. But listen, you have to have some place to store your wealth, right? And what better way to store your wealth than to be storing wealth in your own community? And the cool thing about the hood, fam, and I'm going to be real, cool thing about the hood, fam, is if you already living there, fam, you already at risk, right, of all of the crime and stuff that's going on there, right? So why not at least own something, right? I know I've said that 3 times, but I had to reiterate it, right? Why not at least own something? Cool thing about it is you're not even afraid of that neighborhood because you already live there. You already in that neighborhood, right? And just imagine how powerful that can be for you, fam. Just knowing at all times what's going on in your neighborhood because you live there, fam. And please, please, please don't tell me, don't come at me with that, oh, I can't afford it. We can't afford it. We can't afford this. We can't afford that. Fam. Now listen, I'm driving around at night right now, so you ain't seeing a whole lot of people out right now. And the people that are out, you can't really tell that they out because it's dark, right? You're going to see all kind of Jordans on people's feet. You're going to see all kind of Balenciaga shirts. You're going to see all kind of Gucci belts and all that. You're going to see people with Lexuses and Benzes and all that driving through the hood, right? Nah, people ain't broke. People ain't broke. It's all about what you choose to spend your money on. If you spending your money on consumer goods, on consumption, on looking good and looking fly and looking flossy for everybody, then that's where your money going, right? That's where your wealth is, right? But if you decide to invest it, if you, since you already waiting all year around for income tax to come around, right? Why not use your income tax money for a couple of years, for a few years straight, put it all together, and then buy a property, right? Listen, if you want it bad enough, there's a way you can do it. It's all about what you're willing to give up, what you're willing to sacrifice to make it happen, right? So this street that I'm going down right here, this is the street that Fair Park is actually located on. Right here. This is right here. What you're looking at right here. This is Fair Park. It's dark right now. It's nighttime now, so you can't see it. But this is what is behind those trees and behind that darkness. Check this out, and then after that, fam, holla at your boy.